What is Caleego Channel about? Well, it's about the health and social issues of older adults. I have a particular interest in balance problems because I suffer from vestibular neuritis, a condition which I've had for almost 2 years, and I can't seem to get rid of it. And also eye problems. I've had laser treatment for glaucoma, and I also now have cataract problems. So those are of interest to me, and I'm going to begin with some videos about my experiences of them. I also have nerve damage to the side of my face, as I've mentioned, and to the nerves inside my mouth and those that control my mouth. So I'm going to be doing some videos on dealing with that. I also have age-related and stress-related hair loss, and I'm going to do some videos on coping with that condition. Because of the vestibular neuritis, I also suffer from tinnitus, or tinnitus as some people call it, which is a ringing in the ears. So I'm going to do a video on that, on coping with that problem. I'm also hoping to do 1 or 2 videos encouraging the older generation like myself to start their own little YouTube channels. There aren't enough of us in the over 60s age group on YouTube. I'd also like to encourage the deaf community and the partial hearing community to set up their channels. Why have I called my channel Caleego? For the Romans, the word Caleego had several meanings. It could mean foggy, it could mean misty, but it could also mean stumbling about as if you were in a fog or in a mist. It also had the meaning of kind of having a foggy brain, your brain not working properly. And it seemed to me a very appropriate word because when you have vestibular neuritis, one of the symptoms, unfortunately, is that your brain just becomes very foggy. It just doesn't seem to work. You can't think straight, you can't find the words you want to use to express yourself. You just feel completely bottled in, closed off. You can't really express what's going on. And also you're stumbling about because you have terrible balance problems. And when you have cataracts, of course, your vision is misty or a bit blurry or foggy, as mine is, and I can't quite see the lens of my little smartphone. So I thought really that the word Caleego was a very appropriate word for this channel and for many of the videos that I'm going to be making. You may want to know a little about me. I'm a Canadian in my mid-70s. I've worked here in Britain for many decades as a freelance journalist, but now I'm happily retired, and to keep myself active, I'm decided to set up this YouTube channel. When I first said I was going to set up this channel, there were many people who said to me, "Oh no, you'll never be able to set up a YouTube channel. You can't see properly, you can't speak properly because of the nerve damage to your face and to your mouth." I've also had injury to my nose. You can see I've had my nose bashed about quite a lot. And people said to me, "No, you can't do it." my attitude toward them is summed up in a photograph that I have over my desk. It's a photograph that was taken during the Blitz in London. It's a photograph of a completely bombed out shopping street. But in the middle of the street, one of the shopkeepers, a greengrocer, has set up a market stall, and he's put his fruit and his vegetables on that little wooden market stall, and he put a sign up on the stall, and the sign read, "Hitler's bombs won't beat us. Our oranges have come through Musso's lake." In other words, through Mussolini's Mediterranean. And the Germans and the Italians were trying to blockade Britain at that time. And the title of that photograph is "Business as Usual." And that is my attitude. Business as usual. In spite of all of my problems with my eyes and with my balance problems and with the facial nerve damage and my broken nose and all the rest of it, when I get up in the morning, I say to myself, business as usual. And then I crack on. So I hope that gives you some idea of what you can expect from the Caleego Channel. There are many other issues regarding older adults that I'll be discussing, and I hope that some of them will be helpful to you. When I was grappling with having glaucoma treatment, the videos that I watched on YouTube of other people's experiences of glaucoma and their laser treatment was incredibly helpful to me. So I hope that some of the videos that I post will help others. I hope you enjoyed my modest little video. Now is the time when most YouTubers will be asking you to press the like button and also to subscribe to their channel. That's the way to go up the Google and YouTube search engine list. But to be quite truthful, I'm not interested in such things. I'm chasing other gods. Instead, if you've enjoyed this video, it would please me much more if you would just be kind to elderly people. Do a little kindness for someone who's partially sighted, like myself, or someone who's blind, or someone who has learning difficulties, or someone who has balance problems, as I do. Just do a little kindness for somebody else, especially for us over 60s. I'm in my mid-70s. That would please me more than pressing the like button or subscribing to my channel. And I'm very sure that it would also make you feel much better about yourself. Many thanks for watching.